All right, we're back in the closet, and we're just kind of winging it.
Hello. I took a cat.
Are we not supposed to tell people that? Okay. Anyway, what were you getting ready to say?
We're starting over?
No, we're not starting over. We're going to continue to roll. Why would we start over?
I mean, I don't know. It was a really weird intro there.
It was weird. Very weird.
Okay, well, I don't know. I took a cat nap today, which normally works out good for me. When my alarm went off for my cat nap, I felt really refreshed, but now I feel really tired again.
You feel really tired again? Is it because you ate after you got up? You had a few beverages?
Maybe. I don't know. But normally my cat naps do well, and there's nothing like sleeping outside for a cat nap. It was a perfect day.
It is a perfect day.
It was a perfect
very
day
nice.
For outdoor napping.
It's cooling down.
I know. See, here's the thing. It always goes like, oh, it's super hot, and then you have a few weeks of like, oh, wow, this is really nice, and then cold.
Boom. It's cold. There's
You're
not a lot of this beautiful weather we're having this week.
I will be like, I was just catnapping outside yesterday, and now we have the fire on.
Yes, we will have the fire on very soon.
We could have turned it on this morning. It was really chilly.
Easily. The one nice thing is it's like this time of year I don't have to turn any, you hardly use any electric.
Right.
But, you know, the gas is coming. So we're going to be pumping out the heat.
Especially when you live with someone like me who freezes her freaking butt off real easily.
This is true.
I can't say this enough. I could never experience cold again and be fine.
Yeah.
Can you say that? Could you honestly say that? Like you is there anything you would like never feel again and you'd be fine with it? Like don't go real deep into like, oh, I never want to feel the pain of I'm talking about that. Like you could never smell rotten milk again.
Yes, okay. I could never smell rotten milk again and it'd be okay. I could never smell several things and be okay.
Okay. Well,
but does that mess up? Does that mess things up? That's my question. Does that mess up? To not have the bad is the good not as good?
Probably.
Like to not have any cold at all, do you adjust to where your cold is just different now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do you just
no, but
you're like,
no.
Oh my God, it's 57.
No, you didn't. You missed what I said. You missed what I said. I could never experience the feeling of cold again and be fine.
Oh, I got you.
Like
okay.
the actual feeling of being cold. Is there a feeling you could go without ever feeling again?
The pain of...
Oh,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Let's not go
I'm
deep
not
tonight,
going deep.
Okay, let's not go.
That's what she said.
Like I just said, being cold. I mean,
I don't like being cold either.
But could you go the rest of your life without feeling cold?
Would I rather be, if I had to be like really cold or really, really hot, which one would I rather be?
Which one would you rather be?
I mean, I can always clothe myself. Like I can load up on clothes and blankets and warm myself up.
But it's a terrible feeling. I would much rather be hot as long as
there's something about the fire and the...
Yeah.
But it just lasts too long.
What?
The winter.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is my problem. I don't mind experiencing some snow and some winter stuff.
I don't like it. Snow on Christmas would be fine. I'll order that. But any other time of the year is a no-go for me. I'm not about that life.
So Angie will request snow on
Christmas. Eve and Christmas.
That's it.
That's it. Where can I go for that kind of weather? And then like 75 to 85 throughout the rest of the year.
You're not going to get snow and that, so you just have to sacrifice the snow.
That's what I was going to order. How does it not work
Okay,
that way?
well then you can order it. It's not going to be real. You're going to have to move to San Diego or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be perfect all year round.
I don't want to go to California.
Yeah, Cali's a little too much.
A little too far for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to be away from your family, but to be like that far away where it's not just hop in the car and it's a weekend trip, right? You're going to fly.
Longer than a weekend trip's good. Good buffers.
What do you mean?
To be further than a weekend trip away.
Depending on what you're talking about. Are you talking? I mean, it depends on who you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
If Maddie's in college, it's going to be hard to be away from her for more than a weekend trip.
I agree. It would be tough.
Are you fiddling with the cords?
I'm not. I'm fiddling with this little thing that was laying there.
Are you okay now?
I don't know.
Hey, question.
Yes.
What's the last funniest video you watched? You watch funny videos all the time.
I do watch funny videos, but today I haven't really watched much.
I didn't say which one today. I said, what is the latest funny video you watched?
Are you talking about like
That
just
you can remember. A funny video, whether it's on TikTok or not Snapchat, but Twitter.
I don't know. I can't remember past 2 hours ago. I'm supposed to. The only way I can remember is to start going through stuff I've saved and see something funny.
Yeah, I hear you.
Can't remember that. What was your funniest video?
I don't have any. I don't have any in mind.
You asked a question
know
and you
why that
didn't
came-
have something
No.
like you're dying to tell. That's usually how it works.
No, I really don't. Like, I mean, I go through TikTok videos all the time and they're funny. But I don't know. You seem to have stories about videos you watched all the time, and I just thought maybe you would have one.
Well, I'll let you down. I was not prepared for that.
You were not prepared for that. So what was your latest fact of the day?
My latest fact of the day was, well, the last one I did was 2 days ago. That's the last time I posted something, which since probably May or so, I've posted every single day, multiple times a day. And now I've gone 2 days without posting.
Oh my gosh.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
You like this look?
No, I don't. Could you just
Hey,
finish
how you
your
doing?
topic?
My last fact of the day, what was it?
I don't know. I'm asking you. If I knew the answer, I wouldn't
I
have
have
to ask the
I
question.
have so many of them that
What's the one about the coffee you were talking about the other day with Michael?
about the what?
The coffee.
Oh, that one. Yeah. It said that there's 1,000 chemicals in a cup of coffee.
I think he said 1,500.
He corrected me. So now there's 1,500 chemicals in a cup of coffee. Only 26 of those chemicals have been tested in a lab, and out of those 26, half of them create certain types of cancer.
Like what?
I don't know. Didn't tell me that much. It's not that long of a fact.
Everything causes a certain type of cancer.
Well,
These headphones I'm wearing, these microphones we're talking in, we're probably bouncing off something that causes cancer.
that's just silly talk.
No, it's not. They used to say, "Oh, your cell phones are going to give you."
Well, they probably are. We
brain
just don't know yet. We haven't had them around
Do you
long
really
enough.
fall
We've
for
had
that?
them since 2008. Are you kidding me? We won't know for another 20, 30 years when we're like our
Okay,
brains are
so I'm going to
exploding.
use that same thing when you talk about your studies on when we were talking about carnivore and like keto and stuff. I'm like, but they haven't had enough studies. You're like,
I agreed with you.
No, you didn't. You're just like, it's been 2 years. I mean, how much do you think you need? Well, you know, a little longer than that.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
I don't believe everything about, like, where did that article come from? Like, I know there's chemicals in coffee and stuff, but I think that, like, it would be taken off the shelf if it was that
Well,
bad.
he told you that there were 1,500.
I don't believe everything that piece of phone says. Or that phone says. Just because you look it up, I need to have some facts, some cold, hard facts.
You need cold, hard facts.
Yeah,
eh?
where are you getting this from? Like Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter facts.
I figured.
And then I verified them on Google
Oh, well, there you go. It's much better.
most of the time.
Yeah.
I verify them. Sometimes I'm in a hurry and I don't worry about it. I just tell the
but
world
you're
this is the
spitting fake news.
fake news.
Yes. So they'll be like, this guy on TikTok said his mother effing fact of the day was coffee has 1,500 chemicals in it.
I'm all about
26
the
have only
mother
been
effing fact.
tested.
Are you
and
dissing my
12
mother
of
effing
those-
fact?
12 of those have been proven to possibly cause some form of cancer.
That's one I got to use. Strawberries contain more vitamin C than oranges.
Yeah, but you can fact check that.
I usually do fact check them. So the coffee one's a little out there.
That's what I figured.
But, and I don't care about it. I'm still going to drink my damn coffee every
I
day.
am too. I am so addicted. Like, I'm so addicted to coffee.
We should test this one out. We just got to catch a rat first.
Catch a rat.
Rat.
Oh,
It says a rat can fall from a 5-story building without injury.
wow. My friend Kim just bought her son 2 pet rats.
That's disgusting.
No, they breed them. Do you know they breed them to domesticate them and they're just as smart as dogs?
Yeah, I absolutely believe they're just as smart as dogs. Dogs are really stupid.
No, they're really
Cats
smart.
are like 80 times smarter
She
than
said
dogs.
that they like.
And I hate them too.
Of course, they're in a cage because she can't let the rats just run around because her cats will eat them. But she said like they kind of like interact with you and have personalities like dogs do. The ones that are bred to be domesticated. They're not
serious?
wild rats. Yeah.
That's so gross.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go play with them.
She said that they're very, very sweet. Like they're very social because they've been raised to be that way versus like a lab rat or a wild rat.
They are smart because they're tested a lot for similar things that we deal with.
She had to go through an interview process with this rat lady breeder, and
Now you're just messing with us.
no, I'm not.
You're making all this shit up.
Not unless Kim's making it up. She did. She had
went
to go
to an
through
interview.
Yes, because this lady cares so much about these rats that she's breeding and wants them to have good homes.
Can you get this lady on the podcast?
I would love to. I would love to even look her up, but I don't know her name. I'm not lying. That's what Kim said, and she said she was afraid that they weren't going to make the interview process.
She was.
If you get turned down,
When you are on the fence, like when you're on the fence of whether you're going to get a rat or not, you're dealing with some crazy people.
yeah, she wanted her rats to be safe.
There's tons of rats. There's an overpopulation of rats. Just
But
go to
these are
New York and bring one
domesticated.
back.
These are domestic rats.
How do you have a domestic rat?
Because they're raised that way. I just told you. They're bred that way and they're raised that way.
I don't like it. We have enough domesticated animals. We don't. What do? They sit on your shoulder?
I think so.
She lets them out,
No, she can't let them like down because she has a lot of indoor cats and such.
but they're affectionate.
Yeah, she said they were. They're like, she said they have personalities like dogs. They're like when you come in the room, they like run up to the edge of the cage to like look at you.
No,
That's what Jeff. I don't know. That's what she said. Why would she lie to me about rats?
I don't think she's lying. I'm just very
Isn't that
blown away
crazy?
right now.
Like a rat's out in the wild. It's not gonna just run up to you and be like, "Hey, bro,
What's going to run away from
what's
you?
poppin'? Don't mind me just watching.
None of them are going to do that.
I got options."
None of them are going to do that.
There's a little rat in a cage singing that right now. I promise.
With a gold chain on.
No, but she does. She said that she walks in the room where they are, and they'll run up to the cage and like look at him. Like, "Are you gonna talk to me? Are you gonna talk to me?"
And she does.
I mean, Brody probably does, her son. I mean, I'm sure. He named
Next
them.
time she comes over here, have her bring her rats.
No, I don't want to see
Yeah,
them.
they're domesticated. What are we worried
I
about?
still don't want to see them. They still have those long tails.
Yeah, but they're probably clean.
Well, they're clean. That's not
Do
the
they get
problem.
shots and stuff at the freaking
Yeah.
vet? This is crazy.
Yeah, they do. They get.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of our dogs and get some rats.
No, rats are.
Are they
nasty.
different colors?
I don't know. I haven't seen them. She said they're really cute. And she said her daughter kind of likes it, but then there's the long tail that's involved that kind of throws her off.
Yeah, the long tail's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy as crap.
It's really creepy.
Oh yeah,
It's
slimy.
gross.
It's like ugh.
Oh, no, thank you.
Really, there's no.
Can't you just
tails.
cut that off, though? Can't you just cut the tail off like you do a dog?
I don't think so, Jeff.
If I were going to have a rat, that would have to be one of the
You're
things.
gonna like crop its tail?
Yep.
But I think they need it.
Why?
I don't know. Does a rat need its tail?
Why would it need its tail?
I don't.
Why the
think so.
hell would it need its
Then
tail?
why is it born with a tail?
I don't know why it's born with the tail,
What
but
is a tail? Like,
why is a tail
why-
there?
Why do animals?
there's
have tails?
people that are born with tails.
Shut up.
No, I'm not kidding.
What are you talking about?
People born with tails, you just can't see them.
You're such a liar.
I'm telling you, they
That's a
come out
messed
their
up-
back right
no,
there
that's
at the
a
bottom.
messed up-
They're just deformed. Is that what you're
butt
saying?
bone.
It might be.
Yeah, it's not a tail.
Listen,
You're telling me people are born tails and they're just tucking them in their pants.
I think they get them removed.
If my kid was born with a tail, I wouldn't know what to think. You're lying.
Hold on.
You are so lying.
Are people born with tails? Why is my phone so damn slow?
Because it sucks. I don't believe you.
Vestigial tail? Cause removal useful and more.
What?
Healthline. Vestigial tail.
That people are born with?
I'm thinking so.
Are you going to Google image it?
What?
Are you going to Google image it?
Oh, I thought you said, are you going to Google a midget? I'm like, how do we get on midgets? I was so confused for a minute.
Oh, shit. Oh gosh, that's got to be fake.
Do you think that's real?
It can't be.
Oh my God, that's creepy. It's
It was
making her.
scaly.
You can't be. I mean, it's like your backbone's going into your tail.
There's no way.
I mean, it's hanging outside of her panties.
No.
That can't be sexy. No, that's not real because she's got pointy ears. Look. Look at her ears.
I can't. Ew. That's fake.
That's fake news.
Oh, that scared me. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I was thinking maybe aliens are real.
No, aliens. Are you kidding? Aliens are real. We're in 2020 now.
Yeah.
No, they're real.
You tell me more.
I'm telling you. I believe they're out there.
I do too, actually.
And I believe they're here.
They're not here.
They're here among us.
Shut
They
up.
always have been. They're on another level. We can't see them. We don't know what's going on.
No, that's just
We're-
called small.
You know
small
what we
people.
are? We're idiots.
So who are these aliens on Earth? Do tell.
I don't know.
Of course you
How would I know? I'm
Why
a
do you think-
human. I'm
I
an
think
idiot
that
human.
they're-
They probably fly by here and watch us blowing each other up and like polluting and like just look around. They're probably like, this is the dumbest form of life in the universe.
Why would they be here?
Because they're probably trying to protect the rest of the universe from us destroying everything.
Oh, so we're. Wow. Wow. So do these aliens look like us?
I don't know.
How do you know they're
I don't
here?
know for real. I just know that I know.
Actually, I have seen a few people that might be one.
I'm telling you, there's other life forms out there.
I'm not disagreeing.
There's worlds that we know now that are exactly like ours.
I just don't know how much I believe that.
We just can't get to them because there's so many so far away.
Then how do they know that they're like that?
Because we can see them,
If they're so
but we
far
can't
away.
get there.
Really?
Yeah, we have.
Please explain this, sir. Professor.
We
of
have
science.
stuff we send out,
Okay.
right? But we as people can't get there. Like we can't go that far.
How do we know that it went that far?
Because they send it satellites,
Okay, how do
rocket
we know
ships.
that that's accurate?
Because it takes pictures,
Mm.
and it. You're so skeptical.
I am, because I really don't think there's other universes out there just like this one. I'm not saying there might not be life on other planets, but not just like this one. So you're saying people on Mars are just doing podcasts and ignoring their life? And their
There's no
podcasts
life
by
on
getting
Mars.
their
We've
phone?
been to Mars.
Okay, I'm just saying, whatever. God, I'm sorry. Fact check my. I don't know about science. I'm learning. I'm still in 6th grade, Jeff. I'm doing 6th grade over.
Well, you're
with
doing.
Nate.
I'm sure.
And we maybe will get around to learning this, but I didn't remember that
Ugh,
in science
ooh.
the first time around. What's wrong?
Oh.
Are you Googling people with tails again?
Ugh.
What are you looking at?
Okay, not cool.
What? What is that face?
I wish he quit showing that one creepy chick.
Would you tell me what you're looking up? You're leaving us all hanging.
I'm looking at vestigial tails. I wonder if they're real.
Oh my god.
I think they are.
Well, Google, is vestigial tails real?
See that?
Oh gosh.
See that? It's like a.
What in the? Oh god, that's
It's
terrible. Don't
not
Google
good,
that,
man.
you guys.
Don't
Don't
Google the
Google
vestigial
that.
tails. I don't. How did we get here?
I don't know how we got here, but I want to leave.
How did we get
I
here?
want to leave. So
Rats
bad. That's how we got here.
have tails,
Oh,
and I guess some people. It's very, very unique. Yeah.
that's gross.
That's pretty gross. Sorry if we have any people out there that listen to our podcast that have tails, it's not your fault.
Or had them. I mean, don't. I'm sorry.
Probably had them. Yeah, when you feel that
Oh,
bump on your girl
gosh.
or your man, and you're like, what happened back here? And you're like, that's where my tail was, and I got it removed.
Oh my gosh, that's so gross.
Blech.
Oh gosh.
All right, where were we? Where were
I don't
we
know.
at?
I was just asking you random
Aliens.
questions.
I like random questions. That's what we could have done. I didn't think
I
about
have
that.
some
Pull up
questions.
all those questions we had.
All those random ones. I just pulled up another random one.
Let's do some questions. We're figuring this podcast out about 19 minutes in.
No, I mean, I'm just. No, we learned
No,
about
I'm telling you what,
vestigial tails.
something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up to put it in the description so
Yeah.
people want.
Oh gosh, that's the grossest thing.
You people have got to check this
What
out. But
is your favorite thing to do to relieve stress?
sex?
Oh,
It really does distract you,
it
and
does.
it's a tranquilizer. So it sends all that good juju out into your body, and it
Mhm.
just relieves the stress. So that's one of the things.
Gotcha. I like it. I like to work out to relieve stress, and you know, it releases the endorphins.
Same here. That's kind of what I was
Endorphins are
talking about.
Natural painkillers.
That's true.
So why wouldn't you want that?
I do. Why
So
wouldn't you want
working out-
sex?
Oh, I do. I'm just saying that it's maybe the same. Maybe both of those things, since they're like an activity, releases the same chemical.
Yes.
Sleep does too.
They do. Yeah.
I like to sleep.
Sleep
to
is
relieve
great.
stress.
Yeah. Sleep's great.
I like to talk to relieve stress.
Talking does relieve stress.
I like to do that as well because, I mean, then you can work on your problems at the same time.
That's true. I like to go get a blanket and go ball up in the corner and cover myself up
Do you cry?
and cry a little bit,
Crying
depending on the stress.
Listen,
That relieves a lot.
crying
If you
is
can get a good
big,
cry out,
yes.
yeah,
Your eyes might be swollen in the next day, but yes, I agree.
it can help
It can definitely help.
for those that cry. That
Right.
is right.
Right. Sometimes just being by yourself and being alone. Sometimes, I mean, I know I just said talking about it helps too, but sometimes you just want to get away and like go sit somewhere where nobody knows where you are and just like veg out a second.
Yes,
That helps me too.
it's always nice to get some solidarity,
Solidarity. Yeah, maybe.
something like that. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that's a good way to relieve stress. I think doing an activity helps me relieve stress.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what really helps me relieve stress is if every time I was stressed, I could go play pickup basketball.
Mm-hmm.
That relieves a ton of stress.
I
It's a
can see that.
huge stress relief, but the thing is you disappear into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't have any time to be thinking about anything but what's going on, and you get so much excitement out of it.
Right.
It's a blast. So if you're a tennis player, if you're a basketball player, if you're a golf player, I just think some kind of activity like working out, like you said, same thing.
I agree.
You get lost in it, right? For that
Right.
hour that you're doing it, or however long, if you're really going at it, you get lost in it.
Right.
And I think it's a great distraction, but also it relieves the stress. Because that's kind of a theory I've heard, is that we're in our generation now,
Mm-hmm.
we've evolved into so much comfort, and we're so lazy compared like our ancestors they were always working from sun up to sundown, so they didn't get as stressed because they relieved themselves.
Yeah.
They were too tired to be overwhelmed with a lot.
Right.
Because just think about when you work your butt off all day, you kill yourself all day. You are just had the longest, most productive. Like for me, if I work outside or you paint or you do something, at the end of the day, you're not really that stressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you've got everything out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just want to rest.
Just keep him busy, because you're buying.
Yes.
That's true, because the past 3 weeks have been kind of like The days that I kept busy, kept my mind busy and doing this and doing that, not really sitting around and like dwelling on things, was a lot. Those days were a lot less stressful than the days that I just sat and stared at my
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's what someone on a list that's one of the Navy SEALs, I think, said the only time I really get stressed is when I'm in a situation where I can't exert myself. He said, I got to do something that sucks every single day. I got to grow. He said, that's the only way I can grow, and that's the only way anybody can grow, really, is you got to do something that sucks.
Right.
Because if you get too comfortable, and he said the only time I've been really stressed is when I've been really comfortable, when I've just let myself be really comfortable. He said if I work my butt off, he said if I miss workouts for 2 days in a row, I'm a ball of stress.
Yeah.
Like I'm just
Same.
So it's like you got to get it out.
Right.
You got to just exercise it.
Right. No, I totally agree.
Which it's true. It's very true.
I agree with that. If I didn't have my working out, I don't know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my wine helps too.
Yeah, the wine
I mean,
helps.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right. Sure. Of
Yeah.
course it does.
Yeah.
It's a big help.
Yeah.
But if you can't drink at 2 p.m.,
Well, technically I can now because the kids don't go to school. You know, they stay at home, and
I would
from
work
home.
out instead.
I'm just kidding. I would never start drinking at 2. I'd never say never. I
Well,
would if it
you
was
would,
a
if
particularly
it's a-
bad day or a weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right. But not as a reg.
True, because you're a habit forming person.
Right, because then that would form into doing that every day.
Wine time, 2 o'clock.
Okay. I hear that 2 p.m. Chardonnay bell.
That's right.
Wanna
Here we
do
go. And you don't want to stop because you'll get tired or whatever. So
oh my gosh,
keep
that would be
this going.
crazy. Could you imagine there are people that do that.
Could you imagine the cost?
Oh, no, it's bad enough now.
No, I had somebody that I know that owned their own business, and they don't even drink now, but they used to drink, and then like they were probably in our age group where they were still had kids and stuff, so it became a real problem for this person because they would come home, they would work from home a lot, but they would end their day because they own their own business, so they would go in early in the morning,
Right.
work, get stuff done, then it'd be like 2:33, they'd get home and they'd open a bottle of wine every day, but then they drink all night long.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not like they'd always have a glass around sipping. It's like I wasn't drinking a lot. I wasn't like
Right.
guzzling it. But it's like from 2:33, 3:30 in the afternoon until 9 or 10 o'clock at night every day.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then it
adds up.
became to a problem where I was like, I was starting to have problems when I got to 4 o'clock and I hadn't started drinking. So this person separated themselves from that, and then eventually they started having problems with alcohol,
Oh gosh.
body change and stuff,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't agreeing with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So just quit drinking altogether. But
Well, that'll do it. You don't have all those calories, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
It puts, you got to pay attention to liquid calories too.
yes you do.
So when I'm really strict onto my, I'm usually pretty strict, but if I'm having the goal of like really trying to lean out, and I try to like calculate all my calories for the day, you got to calculate those calories in, and you look at it and you're like, wow, I've consumed 400 to 600 calories just in beverages today.
It's super easy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Super quick. You think 2 White Claws, that's 200 calories, and a couple glasses of wine, that's probably a couple hundred calories each. 2, 4, 6. I mean, boom, you're 1,000 calories in before you know it just by drinking.
And when you're only supposed to have 2,000 a day.
Yeah. Or so, I mean, for a lot of people, less than that.
That's true. A lot of people, if they're trying to be in a caloric deficit,
Yeah.
then they're looking at maybe 1,500, maybe
So that's why
12.
I've got to
You're screwed.
I know. I've got to measure mine out because I really do want to get this hormonal belly I've got going on under control. So I gotta watch that. Back to intermittent fasting tomorrow as well, which I enjoy it to an extent. It's nice because it's not an extra step in the morning, like when I'm doing the
That's
fasting.
me.
But I
Yeah.
took 3 weeks off because I was just too.
Stressed.
Yeah, I couldn't concentrate on it. I don't love doing it, but it's I don't hate it at the same time. It's very convenient.
Well, that's my thing with it. It's really convenient, and two, I don't feel as bad if I have a little more, a little off
Right.
the. I feel like when I eat every 3 hours, I have to be super freaking
Well, you
strict.
do. You
Like,
do.
because if I put anything bad in my body during that time, it's going to stick.
Yeah.
I feel like the intermittent fasting, if I've been eating for 16, 17 hours,
You have a little more leeway.
yeah, if I eat something, my body's going to burn it up.
It's still good to make it clean, but then you're going to see more of it.
Right. Yeah.
I just think it's really easy to get in a caloric deficit when you're intermittent fasting. I mean, for me it is. Some people I think overeat with it because they haven't eaten for most of the day, and then they're just like eat all night.
And they eat bad,
But if you try to keep it clean, but you're right. I feel like there's a little more leeway. If I've fasted for 16, or whatever hours, not to like eat McDonald's every night or go grab a pizza every night, but
No.
if you want to have, a few extra carbs or something like that, it's not going to be as big of a deal. So
Right.
I don't know how we got off on fitness talk. I don't want to do that.
I don't either, but I mean, we've been all over the place. with
We have
this
talked
podcast.
about so much stuff
A
tonight.
lot of stuff. I'm gonna have to recall all of it to put it in the
I
description.
hope that I can get the tales out of my head before I go to sleep tonight.
Some creepy stuff.
I will wake up
Ooh,
with
remind me
nightmares.
this. Maybe we'll watch one episode of this tonight.
Oh gosh, is it scary?
No, it's got our girl in there from it's a new Netflix show, and it's got our girl in there from what's the show we like to watch every fall?
I don't.
The Freaky Show.
Oh, American Horror Story.
Yes.
Are they doing American Horror Story this year?
I don't know, but this show looks like it has the same type of feel. She's like a
Ooh.
nurse, but she's a bad nurse or something.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you?
Well, not a good bad nurse.
Oh.
I would love a good bad nurse, but no, you know what I'm saying.
Like a nurse that is. Yes, I do.
Evil.
What's that called?
I don't know. I have it on there.
Well, we'll see. We have a lot to watch tonight. We have Big Brother and we have Love Island.
True.
Maybe we'll get to it. All right, I'm done here.
We're done.
All right, peace out.
Later.